Hey guys, what's up? It's Emmy. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be giving you 5 tips for eating guilt-free during the holidays. I know this time of year and around the holidays can be kind of tough for some people, especially if you're on a fitness journey and you don't really know how to navigate all the extra treats, all the extra parties, events, dinners, everything like that. So I'm going to give you tips today to help you feel at ease and calm your mind and be able to enjoy the holidays without stressing over the extra food. So you might be off plan off of your exercise routine a little bit. Maybe you're traveling for the holidays or just taking a break, and that's okay. And so tip number 1 is remember that a day, a week, whatever it may be, just a little bit of time off for the holidays is not going to diminish or derail all of your progress. Just like how your progress takes time to actually build up, it's not gonna just diminish over one night. It takes time to lose the progress that you've actually made. So just remember to keep that in mind, that a little bit of time isn't going to throw you off and get rid of all the progress that you have made. It's really just about what you do consistently. So when the holidays are over and you become more consistent exercising normally and stuff like that, or your normal routine, get back into it, you'll be good. And yeah, it's not like the holidays last all year, so this little bit of time isn't really going to do much or really anything at all. Tip number 2 is to allow yourself to have the extra treats, the fancy dinners, stuff like that, especially if you are craving them. Allow yourself to give in to your cravings almost, because I feel like if I hold off and don't allow myself to eat something, I'll just want it more and more. Once I allow myself and give in to eat it, that could lead to just eating more than I was originally planning. If I were just given to my craving and have, let's say, 1 cookie, then I feel satisfied, versus if I wait so long, then I'll just end up eating 5 cookies instead. So that's how it works personally for me. I know everyone is different, but allow yourself to give in to your cravings a little bit, because like I said in tip number 1, it won't derail your progress. And it could also create a bad relationship with food if you're not allowing yourself and depriving yourself of certain things. So I want to avoid that as much as possible. So really, yeah, just allow yourself to have the treats here and there. Tip number 3 is just because all this extra food is there doesn't mean you necessarily have to eat it. Don't feel pressure to eat it just because it's there in front of you. If you don't want it, you don't have to have it just because it's available to you. And the food will essentially always be there. In the future, once the holidays are over, if you're craving a cookie, you can just make that cookie then. You don't have to eat it just right now just because it's all there for you. It'll always essentially be there. Tip number 4 is to try to stop eating when you're full, stay mindful, and yeah, just stay present while you're eating. Check in with how you're doing, how you're feeling. Say you're having a family dinner and there's tons of good food there and you just want to keep eating because it's there. You could save some for leftovers and have it later when you're hungry again and you're actually able to enjoy the food. And again, going along with the last tip, the food will essentially always be there. So if you really want food like this again in the future, you can just make it for yourself. And tip number 5, if you did not stop eating when you're full, which can happen, it happens sometimes, or if you just feel guilty about eating the extra food that you're not normally used to eating, if it's not in your diet or anything, it'll be okay. Just take a deep breath. You don't have to change anything. It's what's done is done. You don't have to exercise extra now. You don't have to eat less later. Just go back into your normal routine, normal eating habits, and it'll be okay. I know if you feel uncomfortable and full, it can be kind of discouraging and not really the best feeling in the world, but it'll pass. Just remember that. And honestly, just go for a little walk to help your stomach digest if you're feeling very uncomfortable. But you really do not need to do any extra exercise or extra walks or anything. That's just to help with the discomfort, to see if that will help you feel a little bit better. Not saying you have to go for a walk, but that could just help with the uncomfortableness. And when the holidays are over, you'll just continue like normal. You don't have to change anything, and you don't have to exercise extra if you haven't been exercising as much. It really, just like tip number 1, progress will not go away, and it's just about what you do consistently. So if you just get back into your normal routine that was working for you before, you'll be all set. And I just want to put this in here. It's not really like a tip, but if you are someone who tracks your food, try not to track, at least on like Christmas or Christmas Eve, whenever you're having like a nice dinner. Try not to track, and throughout the day, make sure you're eating before you go into your dinner or whatever like big event that you're having. That way you don't go to that event starving and end up like eating a lot and feeling uncomfortable. I want you to be satisfied throughout the day and not just save up all those calories just for one meal. That is just a thing that some people tend to do, which isn't necessarily the best relationship with food. So just try to be mindful of that. But if you really want to track your food, go ahead and track it and just do your best you can with tracking it. But just, yeah, try to enjoy the holidays. For me, I count my macros, but during this time I always say memories over macros. Like, I went to a holiday party this past weekend, and I also had a Secret Santa get together, and so I wasn't really tracking those 2 days, and there were 2 days in a row, and on Monday I just got right back into my routine. I'm back to normally tracking my food, working out, and yeah, I'll just keep going on with this until Christmas. I won't track my food again. That's just what I've personally chosen to do. So just pick a plan that works for you. Have it set up in your head so that you feel confident and comfortable. I hope these tips were able to help you feel a little bit more comfortable going into the holiday weekend and going into New Year's and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I post new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.